Hi everyone, this is Rajkumar D from Department of Information Technology, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, and we are going to discuss about distortion techniques, which comes under the subject information visualization. So, what is a distortion techniques? So, distortion technique is internally it is used to alter the visual representation to fit data or to emphasize details or to overcome the display limit for better insights. Here you can see an example of a picture of a globe. If it is presented in a flat surface, it will be difficult to understand. The perspective also may be not explained very clearly. So it is distorted through some level so that it actually fits in visualization to fit all those data to show the earth is going to be a spherical in shape. Okay, so here the distortion is done by the bending the shape or reshaping the data to highlight certain informations. So in this is used in especially in visualizations, maps, especially in graphics for large and complex data sets, and it is also used to magnify focus areas or to compress it, compress the rest of the which areas which is not equally important as what is used to highlight in those particular scenario. So why distort? So why what is the need for distortion? Why we are going for distortion is going to be the next question. So for example, flattened 3D Earth maps can be used as unavoidable changes. For example, we are unable to represent different shapes and different areas. And it also enhances perception within constrained views. It is very useful in those characteristics, and it is going to be an example of fisheye lens for cartography, which is it's going to be inspiring and factors in especially in terms of visualization. Next one is the type of overview. So here the description we are going to use, the type is spatial. Next one is the value, and third one is the perspective. So in the spatial type, it is going to be an bend layout. The description is going to be in bend layout. For example, fish eye view. So if you take the fisheye view, so it is going to be in the bend. Everything in the spatial representations will be in an bend eye layout because the position of eye of a fish is somewhat different. Next one is value. It is going to be description is going to be transform data, and for example log scale. So different items are being measured in different logs and it is measured. Third one is going to be the perspective type. Here we will be using in this view angle shifts, and for example we can take it as the graphics wrap. So cartography distorts in this. The map projections distort the globe to flat, which is very helpful in displaying the different shapes, different area dimensions, and different levels of distances. So in Tissot's integrate, it shows the eclipse of deformation. So it is used in this Tissot's integratics, and third one it is used in Mercator enlarger codes. So all these cartography distortions is widely used in visualization process, and this Mercator applications and all, it is very useful in those specific areas. Next one is the cartogram examples. So it resizes the region by different variables. Example for an example, if you want to mention those variables by population, it is highly useful, and it also preserves the topology. It is helps us to distort different shapes for emphasis. So the topology preservation is also very important. So in the United States, it's going to be states by the energy sales. So in data visualization, we will be using fisheye, this zoom center, and which is used to different shrink ranges. And in a it is used in non-linear color maps for wider data range, and it is used in especially in non-color linear shapes of representations. Next one is the log scales, reshape value of representations. So it is all these use concepts comes under data visualization. So here what is data visualization is going to be representing the collection of data or else everything will be shown in a single representation, which is very useful for taking some strategic decisions. Next one is the graphics and design. So that the perspective distortion is going to stimulate the depth or the angle of visualization. And the tools like Illustrator, which is mainly based upon grids, it is either used to correct or enhance the graphic or the design. The fisheye lenses, especially, it is used in curve scenes. And the advantages of using those things is it focuses details without losing context. It handles big data in small spaces. It also improves the emphasis or appealing of the images. The only disadvantage is it can mislead if it is unintentional. Here the user needs lot of familiarity. If they are not familiar, again the meaning will be different. And to quantify via this indicatrix is very complex. We come to this end of the session. I hope this is very useful for you. Let us meet in the next session. Thank you.